Station senior political contributor George Will joins us now. I don't know how convincing she was, but George Will endorsing Kamala Harris is not something I thought I'd be reporting on, but here we are.
Well, let me say this. I didn't actually say I'd vote for her. I'm not convinced I'm going to vote this year. What I did say was, and I strongly believe, the least unpalatable outcome for traditional Reagan-type conservatives would be a Harris presidency for 4 years and Republican control of the Senate to nullify her worst instincts of extreme progressivism. That aside, what you've just pointed out in this excellent introduction to this program is basically that the news is that nothing is new. That is, if a Rip Van Winkle had fallen asleep on the 1st of June and awakened in the middle of September, he'd have looked at the polls, same 7 states, same close margins in each, and said, well, gee, nothing happened while I was asleep. Nothing except an incumbent president essentially stepping aside, 2 cataclysmic debates, and no difference whatever in the polls. It's astonishing.
It is astonishing. I'm also intrigued by the idea that you're not sure whether you'll vote or not, because that's come up with other conservatives having moved to the Harris side. Liz Cheney says if you're in, one of the swing states especially, you should vote. But this debate's been going back and forth. Should you write someone in? Should you go over and vote for Harris? Can you talk more about your own thinking on that?
Sure. Elections exist to register opinions. And not voting is an opinion. It's saying the political market is failing so badly that out of 334 million of us, we come up with these 2 candidates. And therefore, if enough of us said we're not going to vote until the market sends out political products that are truly admirable, maybe the parties would say, look, there's a free-floating 20, 30 million voters out there who are dissatisfied with the product. Maybe we ought to do better. So not voting is not refusing to participate. It is a form of participation. It's a way of saying, do better and you'll get my vote.
Yep, and I assume, well, I don't assume anything, but let's say for argument's sake, she doesn't get your vote this time, okay, and you don't vote in this race for president. What do you think, is there anything she can do to get similar-minded people, though? Or is everyone just so dug in? I mean, there's a lot of people out there, it seems to me, at least enough to affect the race, that are in a similar camp. They're conservative or they lean right and they don't love Trump, right? But what would she have to do? It's obvious she's trying to tack to the middle on some issues. Maybe people don't see it as authentic. What would she have to do to put herself over the top, do you think?
It's a 2-step process, and she's just accomplished the first step. The first step is to say, I'm no longer against fracking. I'm no longer against private health insurance. All of these things. Now what she has to do is step 2. She has to sit down in a real interview and explain why her thinking has changed. All she has said is, my values haven't changed. Well, if her values don't change, but all her positions do, then the question is, what have your values got to do with your politics? She's halfway there. But
what would be an acceptable answer to that?
To why she changed her mind?
To her evolution.
Well, she'd have to take each issue as on its own, but with regard to hundreds of thousands of American jobs are involved in that. With regard to private health insurance, most Americans have health insurance and most of them are satisfied with it. That's why Obamacare was such a heavy lift for President Obama, when that people are not basically unhappy with the health care provisions they have. So she's going to have to talk. And the question is, really, can she skate along on thin ice all the way to November 5th without having serious interrogations by anybody?
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.